5, we're always watching out for you, and the Suicide Prevention Coalition for Pueblo County about to launch a response team with the startup this week of their website. News 5's Natalie Chuck spoke with some of the people behind the effort about why this is so important right now.
Suicide had been in my life and in my with friends and family, and it had always been there.
Eric Siegel is a local author in Pueblo writing about suicide prevention. He got involved back in the 70s, answering crisis hotline calls in the basement at St. Mary Corwin Hospital.
Probably the most rewarding experience of my life, and the most challenging.
Pueblo's Suicide Prevention Coalition was started 2 years ago as part of a national study. But lately, they've been working extra hard to get their message out into the community. Coordinator for the coalition, Hannah Pelser, tells me Pueblo has one of the highest suicide rates in the state.
Pueblo County itself has a much higher poverty rate. We have a much higher disability rate, as well as some other factors that play into that.
The new response team will work with many different organizations, from funeral homes to the fire department, in order to help families dealing with suicide in any way they may need it.
Families just really need somebody who understands. Somebody who's not going to judge them, who's going to be honest, and just someone to really listen.
Siegel says now is the perfect time for the response team to launch.
This is when we need it the most. This is the time, right in the middle of a pandemic and what's happening in our nation's capital, and people feeling scared and alone and isolated.
The response team is expected to officially launch at the beginning of February. Always watching out for you, Pueblo. Natalie Chuck, News 5.
Natalie, thanks. Now, if you or anyone you know may be experiencing suicidal thoughts, please reach out to the coalition at PuebloSuicidePrevention.org, or the number to call is the Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255.